Masayang pagbati na may ngiti sa aking mga labi. Naghahanap ba kayo ng makakatuwang sa pagre-review ng inyong anak? Meron yan sa DepEd. Ang ETUlay online tutorial ay libre at handog ng ating kagawaran sa pangunguna ng OUA ICTS EdTech. Ito ay isang proyektong makatutulong sa mga mag-aaral, katuwang ang mga magulang o kasama sa kani-kanilang tahanan para masagutan at maunawaan ang mga modules. Hangad din ng programang ETUlay ang matulungan ang ating mga guro sa kanilang mga blended learning classes. Ang ating ETUlay ay mula kinder hanggang senior high school. Bukod sa academics, meron din tayong mga special programs gaya ng All is Wellness, Reading and Math Remediation, Storytelling, Mommy Tech Talks, Classes sa Gramatika, Speech Class, Financial Literacy, at marami pang iba. Pinalawig din ng ETUlay ang ating Alive program para sa mga mag-aaral mula grade 1 hanggang grade 3. Gayun din ay mayroon tayong ALS program at SPED tutorials na makasisigurong makakamit ng lahat ang inclusive education. May SPED hotline na rin para sa inyong mga katanungan patungkol sa special education. Kaya, subaybayan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes, mula 9:00 ng umaga hanggang 7:00 ng gabi ang ating ETUlay. Sa ating pagtutulungan, maiaangat natin ang bawat isa. Ating itutulay ang pagkatuto upang di mapigil ang pag-aaral ng kabataang Pilipino. Itulay natin ito, sulong edukalidad.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Right, good afternoon to all our online learners across the Philippines from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. And welcome to another English 9 ETUlay tutorial. And of course, I am your tutor Bay, one of your tutor Bays, Tutor Ellie from SDO Camarines Sur. And however, for this time, for this session, ayun, good afternoon sa inyong lahat dyan sa ating comment box. However, sabi ko nga, si Tutor Jove will not be around this time because he has simultaneous training this Tuesday. Anyhow, we will still continue with our session and we will have a review about our previous session and we'll show you right now the outputs of the English 9 learners that they have submitted from last week additional activity. Ayun. Good afternoon sa iyo, Princess Elijah. Good afternoon sa Rochelle, Antoinette Hernandez, Jan Kyle, Jan Harold. Hello po sa inyo, Frances, Katrina Vina. Hello, Princess. At ang daming princess na pangalan. Hello sa inyong lahat. And the rest of the ETUlay online learners. And of course, we would like to also greet our online teachers who have actively participated ever since nag-start tayo, we started our ETUlay session since first quarter. Maraming salamat po sa inyo, teachers, parents, and others who are watching our session right now. Please, 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 please do share our link. Makikita nyo dyan sa screen ng cellphone nyo or in your computer, laptops. Please do share Tutor Ellie and Tutor Job's, English 9 link or ETUlay live session ng English 9. Okay po, please share. Sabrina, Joylene, hello, and the rest. Alam ko you're already excited about what will happen for the session. Okay, so time check, it's 3:12 in the afternoon. We will proceed now with whatever session that we will be having right now. Okay, so if you have any questions, if you want to if you want to you know if you want to your attendance to be checked, you could comment please your name, your school, your teacher, your school, and your school's division office on our comment box. And if you have any questions as we go on with our activities, please, 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 my dear online learners, do not hesitate po to comment or answer our items or questions later on. Okay, so we will proceed with our session. Okay po. So these are the important dates. Today, May 24 is week 4. We only have, another 4 weeks before we end our, academic year for ETUlay online tutorial. And of course, our school year. No po, madali na matapos this June. Possibly by July, tapos na to. And we'll have our recognition week. Ito yung pinakaabangan natin lahat, no? Yung ating recognition week by June 21. So, we will collate and collect all the data, those who have participated, those students, learners, teachers, and schools who have participated to our ETUlay session. And of course, Tutor Ellie, ano ba yung topic natin for the session? We will be dealing about evaluating views. Pero before that, we have first to have a review about what happened or transpired from last week's session. Okay? So, ano yung Tutor Ellie? So, ayun, we discussed about alam to ng mga students natin from last week, inference. And of course, it is the process of, drawing a conclusion. However, hindi lang to basta-basta drawing a conclusion. Inferences must be based on available evidence or pieces of evidence plus your previous knowledge, observation, and experience. Hindi pwedeng mag-infer ka lang without any data supporting details or any pieces of evidence that would support your inference or your statement. Okay? So we also discussed that inference, it means also going beyond the words, reading between the lines in order for us to make judgment. Sabi nga nung last time, hindi tayo, sabi nga, for sure, alam nyo to na, sabi ni Tutor Joe, wag dapat tayong judgmental. Ano po? Wag din tayong assuming on, wag din tayong assuming about a particular character or person or issue or something. Wag tayong judgmental and assuming. Dapat meron tayong basis for that judgment. And sabi ko nga, these are conclusions based on evidence and logical reasoning. So don't forget about those takeaways that we've learned. So we gave an example last week. Yan. So there are many ways on to infer on a particular situation or statement or dilemma. We can arrive with one correct inference. However, if we are given more evidence or details. Okay, so we were able to answer that. And how could we know, Tutor Ellie and Tutor Joe, that we are already inferring? So these are the things that come into your mind para ma-sure natin that you are already making an inference. So we were able to discuss that. Okay, and ayun nga, we had this additional activity and we inserted the story about the Little Prince in which the Little Prince draw, like that. It looks like a hat. And he told the adults, pinakita niya sa mga adults, sa mga matatanda, that he was with, and he asked them if his drawing scared them. So sabi naman ng mga adults, why be scared of a hat? And they keep on laughing on the Little Prince. However, it was revealed that The picture or the drawing was not a picture of a hat. It was a picture of a boa constrictor digesting an elephant. So this has something to do with judgment. Tama ba? Na hindi tayo pwede maghusga easily without researching or providing data or looking for details or data or pieces of evidence. Tingnan natin. Okay, ano ba Tutor Ellie yung ginawa ng ating mga students sa grade 9? Ano yung pinagawa? Given that they have to draw a thing or things that scare or scares them the most inside the hat. Okay? Same with the Little Prince. Ako, natatakot ako dito kasi imagine it's a boa, it's a snake, a big snake swallowing the entire elephant. Sino naman hindi matatakot doon? So in the eyes of the adults, it's just a mere simple hat, but in the eyes of the Little Prince, yun sa kanya based on his personal knowledge and observation and his drawing, nakakatakot pala yun because the snake swallowed an elephant. Okay, so ito yung mga outputs sa ating mga learners from last week. So they submitted this outputs the moment we finished our tutorial last week. I think as early as that same night when we had our session, they did already submit an output. So imagine they're fast when it comes to drawing. And yan, sabi nila dito they're scared of their mother and they put justification naman. They didn't just kanina tong output natin from Marian Velasco Taguba. Okay, takot daw siya sa mama niya, but she gave a justification naman. Why? Okay. It's because perhaps, you know, uh, perhaps when we do something bad inside our house, or we're not able to do our chores, so doon nagagalit talaga yung mom natin or yung mothers natin. So some says like Mary Queen Angeles from Alibadbad National High School, sabi niya it's darkness, it's the deep sea na kinakatakot niya talaga the most. How about the others, Tutor Ellis? Nasaan na kaya yung iba? So also, meron dito like, sabi ni Chris Emmanuel, he's scared of clown. Ito ba? It's clown. Wala naman siya nabigay, pero I think it's a clown. And sabi naman dito ni Graciela, he drew something like, it's a dragon inside the cave. So very creative naman to. Maybe Graciela uh, likes drawing a lot, or she reads a lot of comics or drawings or animes, kaya natatakot siya dito. Very imaginative of that, Graciela, ha? How about this one? Okay, may, Joylene Pagalyaman drew, as a cute frog. A cute little frog inside the hat. Joylene, nandyan ka ba, Joylene? So, dinrawing mo yung sabi niya, Sir Ellie, actually I'm really really afraid in real life. I'm really afraid of frog. It's just that my drawing or that picture is very cute, but I'm really really afraid of the real frog. So sabi ni Joyden. And of course, sabi naman dito, it's I think it's darkness also or hell, takot siya doon. How about the others? Okay, so I commend all your outputs. You really did draw. Alam ko sa inyo, you're not that very much creative when it comes to draw, but you still tried hard enough. Ano po? So, si Sean, sabi niya, hindi siya makapag-drawing, but it's the year of 2021 that scared him the most. Perhaps because of the quarantine and many stressful events that happened to his life. And Josephine Tuan from Ocampo National High School drew about a bubuyog or a bee. Maybe he was stung by a bee before. And by Vina J. Navarro, he drew what do you call this? A tarantula or a spider? Even I am too scared of a spider. Okay. Uh, Okay. And the best output of the week, okay, goes to Frances Katrina Velarde. And this award is given to a tutor or a learner who have submitted a quality, relevant, submitted a quality creative output based on the given additional activity. Medyo na next ko, sorry. Excited si Tutor Ellie dito. Okay, so congratulations Francis Katrina Velardo. Sabi niya, what scares her the most is his family, her family will eventually die because for her, they are the most important uh, thing in her life. And that's true for all, I guess. Okay, our family as it's the core of our life, and it's very very important. So I would like to congratulate Frances for having the best output of the week. Pero don't worry, my dear online learners. Every single week we give this award. So give your best shot, be creative, and make sure it's related to the instruction that were given by the tutors, Tutor Ellen, Tutor Joe. How about here one? We have the engaged tutees of the week. They are the tutees or learners who have shown active engagement or participation during the live session. And we have John Kyle Brandes from SDO, Camarines Sur, Ocampo National High School. Congratulations, John Kyle. We also have Precious Joy Labayug from San Mariano, National High School, SDO Isabela. Okay po. So ito yung mga students na they really participated well, and they engaged a lot. They answered enough activities or items. They answered some questions. So nakikita talaga namin yun. We were able to tally those comments and answers of yours. So if you're not that very much participative in our Tuesday sessions, you will not you will have no chance of being recognized as one of the engaged duties of the week. Of course. Sino pa kaya Tutor Ellie dito? Okay, we have also Maflor Ancheta from San Mariana National High School. So nakita ko yung mga comments ni Maflor. And of course, Frances Katrina Velarde from San Mariana National High School. Congratulations to all of you engaged duties of the week. How about our teachers of the week who have shown utmost support, encouragement, and appreciation to our live session? Last week, we have Miss Jessa O. Santa Ana from Ocampo National High School. Okay, and we have Miss Marnelli Mauricio from San Mariano National High School. Bakit kaya lagi sila? Because they are the ones who participated talaga during our live session. So kayo from other schools, huwag kayo magtampo. We just base this on data, on given data. Hindi kami pwedeng magchamba dito or we judge easily. We base this on given data. So please, 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 my dear online learners, teachers, and to the schools, and to those who are watching, please, please, please keep on supporting us and participating on our Tuesday tutorial session. Okay? It's a bit too long yung ating introduction and our recognition. Okay, so mabilisan na lang natin. And of course, our schools of the week, engaged schools of the week goes to, again, Ocampo National High School and San Mariano National School. Congratulations to your respective SDOs po and regions. Congratulations. Alright, so we'll be now move to evaluating views, which is our quarter 4 week 4 topic. So ano kaya ito? So these are the references wherein we base our concepts, our presentations. Okay, so it came from SDO Navotas and Region 9 Zamboanga Peninsula core or modules. Okay, so these are the objectives. Review basic concepts needed in evaluating user ideas. Recognize the importance of soundness and factualness of ideas. Napaka-importante ito. In providing judgment of daily real-life situations. And of course, uh, hoping that you will evaluate logically the ideas presented in the given textual and or non-textual material. So let's proceed. So those are our objectives. So in our first activity, ayan na, my dear online learners, ha, para makabawi kayo. So yan, you just have to put fair if the action is reasonable and unfair if it is not. O ganun lang ka-basic ha. You also have to put the number, okay? Right, fair, or unfair. So, we will have statements or situations here. Let's see, Tutor Ellie. Ano ba yan? Okay, listen carefully. In a supermarket queue, 40 people, including you and your family, so you're lining up for an hour already. Ang tagal naman, Tutor Ellie. O naranasan ko din ito. Kayo ba naranasan nyo din to? Okay, 40 people lining up for an hour. Then an old woman in her 70s came and was let by the cashier to be next in line. Is it fair or unfair, my dear online learners? So sabi ni Crystal Restaurant, Shia Ruve, and Hannah also, they said, they answered, that it's fair, Tutor Ellie. Okay, it's fair. Bakit kaya fair? Could you please also cite or comment your reason or your ideas? Why do you think it's fair? Okay, they all say it's fair. Queenie also said it's fair. Cite also your reason pala why do you think it's fair or unfair. Okay, so it's fair for you that an old woman in her 70s came and she was prioritized by the supermarket cashier. So it's fair. So sabi dito ni uh, Shia, fair po tutor early because she is already a senior citizen. Okay, senior citizen. Okay. Yes, it's because the old woman is the priority. Correct. Because we have a legal basis for that. Senior citizen, they have the privilege to be prioritized in a line, whether it's in the market or in the drugstore or wherever. Okay, kasi matatanda na sila. However, what if we change the case? She had four large carts of goods. Do you think it's still fair? Or do you think it's already unfair? Papaunahin natin yung matanda. Or hindi kasi yun. She had four large carts of goods. Do you think it's still fair, my dear online learners? O sabi ni Grishela, because she's not that strong. Mm-hmm. Still fair, okay? Still fair, Shooter Ellie, because she's still a senior citizen. It's a privilege, Shooter Ellie. Okay, that's your view. She's old and it's difficult to stand for long, especially in the for elders. Tama naman sabi ni Isan Tabasan. Okay, so most of you answered that they are, that this situation is fair. How about this one? Your mom came home carrying a bag of groceries. Your younger brother was called to first pick whatever he wanted to have before you because as what your mom says, he is the bunso. He is the bunso. Do you think, grade 9, do you think this is fair or unfair and cite your reasons? Sabi Crystalline, agad-agad, she commented, Tutor Ellie, it's unfair. Why do you think it's unfair, Ma Flor? And Ashley, Vina, all of them actually answered, no. Precious Joy Labayog said, it's fair. O, fair naman daw, sabi ni Precious. Why do you think, Precious, it's fair? And the others, why do you think it's unfair? Mhm. Hello, Antoinette from Buhangin National High School, SDO Bulacan. Yan. Parang minsan na lang ako nakakita ng students dito from SDO Bulacan. Hello, learners from SDO Bulacan, especially from Buhangin National High School. Looking forward for your comments and participation. So sabi ni ay, okay ma'am. Marnelli, noted po, Ma'am Marnelli. Noted po. Thank you for that. I will edit that and revise by next time. Thank you for the correction. Okay, so it's unfair. Unfair. Why do you think it's unfair? Bakit? Perhaps siguro dito dahil sinabi nyo na the reason of your mom is because he is the bunso. So he was prioritized. So he was the one to given the chance to pick whatever he wanted and grocery pack or goods that were brought by your mother. Unfair. Okay. How about this one? Okay, there's an additional detail here that says your younger brother is 4 years old. Same situation, however, we added a sentence and it says that your younger brother is 4 years old. Do you think it's unfair? Okay. So sabi ni Hazel Kabasag, we have different preferences. So still, depende pa rin yun sa context or the background of the family, if that's something normal or not. Okay. Fair na daw. Welcome, Ma'am Marnelly. Salamat po. Unfair pa din, sabi ni Graciela. Why do you think Graciela it's still unfair? So you could actually put your comment or your reason on the comment box. Okay, there's no right or wrong answer because it's your views and your opinion and it must be based on facts or personal knowledge or observation. Sabi ni Sherilyn Esteban, unfair tutor early because parents should treat their child fairly so that one can get jealous. Mhm. You have a point. I believe on that also. Sabi ni Crystalline naman, however, Crystalline objected that Tutor Ellie fair kasi bunso ako. So, bunso pala kasi siya, kaya okay sa kanya yun. Okay. So yun, we have different, varying opinions. Okay, it depends on our situation, on our background. Okay, hello Abby from Ocampo National High School. Fair. Okay. How about this one? Our last situation. You and your family visited your uncle's house in the province. Sorry for the repeated word. Upon seeing you, he had a surprised look, bantered about your large belly, fat arms, and, double chin. He told you to take off weight. Sabi niya, magpapayat ka raw. Pumunta kayo dun sa bahay ng uncle nyo. Doon nakita ka na siguro mataba ka. Sinigawan ka, "Uy, ang bakit ang taba mo na, Ashley, Trisha, Jerilyn, Precious, ba't ang taba mo na? Magpapayat ka nga." So do you think it's fair that your uncle, you know, the tutor made din sa background, sabi niya, aray, same sentiments. Do you think it's fair? Okay, most of you, Chris, Emmanuel, Shia, Vina, and the rest of you answered, it's totally unfair, Tutor Ellie. Bakit kaya? Why do you think it's totally unfair? Is it okay for your uncle to, to comment on your appearance or to comment if you're fat or you're very thin? Is it okay for you? Oo, tito ba? Oo. Unfair. All people should respect sabi ni Crystalline, had unfair, all people should respect whether you're fat or you're thin. Tama naman. Because sabi ni Vina, because Tutor Ellie, it hurts. Tama naman. Why would you comment? Sabi ni Graciela, my body, my rules. Okay? My body, my rules. Alright. I like this answer of Shia. Tutor Ellie, we promote uh, no to body shaming. That's right. Or it could be, sabi naman ni Precious, she has a different opinion or view about this. Sabi niya, it's fair. Maybe he's just concerned about your health. Pwede naman ganun. It could be. Sabi ni Queenie, it's offensive for telling someone to lose weight. Okay, it's offensive for. And no to body shaming. Okay? And we put another, sabi dito, he is also obese. That's a plot twist of the situation. Okay, he is obese. So what do you think is the better reason? Why do you think it's fair or unfair still? Nakalagay ditong obese. So your uncle realized that you're fat already and he told you to take off your weight, magpapayat ka, mag-exercise ka. Tapos sabi niya dito, and another info, siya pala ay obese. Okay? It's still unfair pa din po, Tutor Ellie, because Tutor Ellie, okay, no to body shaming also. And because, how could you say something or comment on someone about a particular, about his or her appearance if you yourself, you have the same too. Diba? It's very ironic. Mm. Sabi ni Tutor May dito, maybe it's fair if it's done privately. But if your uncle publicly, humiliated you or publicly shouted at you that you're fat already, magpapayat ka na, Antoinette, Vina. So, princess, ayun. We must care for our health. That's the bottom line, man. We must care for our health. Yeah, okay. Most of us would argue that those events are really unfair and they do happen in reality. So unfairness really do exist in our world. Do you believe in that? Unfairness really do exist in our world. So there are actually unfairness uh, really happens. It does happen. Okay? When we say unfairness, this is the lack of equality or justice. Okay? And did you know, this is just a trivia, Philippines is one of the most unfair societies on the planet. And this is not my opinion. This is based on this data from a global wealth report in 2020 conducted by the Research Institute of Credit Suisse. Okay, so bakit kaya nasabi niya na Philippines is one of the most unfair societies on the planet? Imagine nyo, in the eyes of the world, we are unfair. We are one of the most, our country is one of the most, hindi lang siya unfair, but one of the most unfair societies on the planet. Bakit kaya ganon? We are labeled such as that. Let's see. So in terms of income daw kasi, 89% of us, imagine nyo ha, 108 million Filipinos based on an updated data, hindi na tayo 104, sabi ni Catriona, we are already 108, perhaps 9 na siguro million, and 89% of that 108 million, they earn under 500,000 per year or, specifically less than 10,000 per month. Imagine 89% of that 108 million, ilan kaya yun? Perhaps nasa 80 million or 90 million siguro ang mga Pilipino who are earning 10,000 less per month. Imagine nyo, 10,000 per month. Grabe. So, out of that, 100%, only around 10% earn between 500,000. So, perhaps this is more than, let's say, 20,000 above, up to 416,000 a month. Yan, 10% lang ng Pilipino ang may ganong kakayahan na may ang income nila per month ay nasa 50,000, 100,000, 200,000. 0.7%. Ilan kaya yun ng 108 million? Compute nyo nga, may mathematics tayo dito. Okay? 108 million times 0.7%. Oh, okay. Ilan kaya? Or 0.07. They earn between 5 million and 50 million. So, kita nyo, and because of that, we are labeled. Imagine, napakarami ng mga mahihirap sa Pilipinas. That's why we are labeled as one of the most unfair. Bakit ang taas ng mga taong mahihirap sa Pilipinas based on their income? See? And how did the Philippines become a society so severely imbalanced? So this is according to a data also. It was designed that way by the narrow elite who write our laws. The law and the many regulations that govern businesses were purposely written to favor big business and eliminate competition. This data came from Andrew J. Masigan, who is a Filipino economist. So yun pala, no? Tama naman, no? So yung mga mayayaman, sila yung nagko-control ng ating mga batas. So nagfi-favor sa kanila yung mga papagawa nila mga subdivision, yung papagawa nilang mga business, no? Especially when they run in politics, connected yan doon. Okay? So sila yung namamahala ng lahat because they have a firm power because they're in the position. So, yun, pati yung business nila, ini-involve nila dun sa trabaho nila. Which, in some way, kapag inuna nila yung business nila o yung sarili nila, there are a lot of Filipinos that will be affected of that decision. It's a very, very selfish decision. Ano po? So, ayun. So, we are talking about evaluation. So, a while ago, you have given in your comment box some of your evaluations or personal, your reasons. And when we talk about evaluation, we determine the value given a while ago. It helps us understand the word, quality, significance, amount, degree of or condition of any intervention desired to tackle a societal or a social problem. And when we evaluate, it guides us to whether confirm, extend, or change personal views based on the topic of the reading. That's why a while ago we have varying opinions. We weigh our lessons depending on the details or the data given. So it's okay if we are participating in such academic platform. Uh, we have to debate on things. We have to confirm this data. We have to also change personal views if they are needed, especially if you are presented with facts. So napaka-importante that we know how to evaluate a specific situation or dilemma. Hindi pwedeng oo ka na lang dahil ito yung sabi ng mga relatives mo or sabi ng teacher mo or sinabi ko ni Tutor Ellie. Dapat you should make your own evaluation based on, sabi ko nga, evidence, based on personal knowledge, based on facts. Okay? And again, evaluation must be based on fact and not an opinion. So these are the pointers for logical evaluation. So sabi ko kanina, we have to review some basic concept and very, very easy na lang to. We have to, these are the concept from last quarter. We talk about fact and opinion. And ito, sabi, fact is a statement known to be true or which can be proven to be true. While an opinion is a statement that tells what someone believes to be true, it may or may not be correct. So that's only a review. So the opinion of an authority, if that person is credible enough uh, on a subject, it may be believed yung opinion niya. Facts are more reliable as basis because they can be defended. Pero pag sarili mo lang opinion, respect my opinion, Tutor Ellie, ay nako, ang hirap, ang hirap makipagtalo sa mga ganong tao. Okay? And of course, we have pointers to determine soundness. Okay? We discussed natin yung soundness from our previous topic. So these are the questions that we have to consider. Are these ideas ba, Tutor Ellie, based on facts or reliable sources? Okay, reliable ba yung sources? Are the arguments free of discrepancies? When we say discrepancies, gaps, okay, these are gaps or, uh, perhaps when we say by discrepancies, the data is not that complete, okay, or the data is has discrepancies or not very much relevant to the topic. Is the discussion free of discrepancies? Kasi meron bang mga gaps yan? Okay, hindi masyadong well supported ng argument yung hindi, the data does not support much or the data is not that heavy enough to support the topic or your argument. Are the conclusions logical? So alam na natin when we say by logical. Ano po? So these are the pointers we need to consider to determine the soundness of ideas. And these are the basis also to evaluate relevance and validity. Okay? Anong babasehan natin, Tutor Ellie, uh, when we encounter situations that we need to decide, we need to decide uh, on that matter, or we are faced on a very particular situation that we have to choose or to choose an option. So the first one is, yung sinabi ko kanina, personal observation or experience. Napaka-importante ito. Second one, personal interviews with knowledgeable persons or authoritative sources. Okay? Hindi pwedeng si Marites lang sa neighborhood, or someone in your messenger sent a lengthy, though a very lengthy message on your messenger, pero nakalagay CTTO, credits to the owner, hindi natin yun pwede tanggapin kapag CTTO yun. Okay? Kailangan interview talaga with credible or knowledgeable person in that field or in the topic. And of course, current publications and other reference material. Okay, hindi pwedeng vlogger only, especially if they're not credible enough or walang sources naman yung mga sinasabi nila. Current publications, meaning dito, yung ating media, um, whether local or international media, they could be a source of information that are valid and make sure those material are could be verified from different sources para ma-sure talaga natin na reliable yon. So, hindi pwedeng, again, your personal observation, pwede yon, pero hindi lang pwede sa'yo. Dapat meron yan kaangkla. There is, it is also anchored on other opinions based on facts and current publications that would support your argument or your evaluation. Importante yun na hindi pwedeng CTTO, hindi pwede kay Marites lang or someone that you know in the hallway or in the streets. Okay po? So, activity number 2. Madali lang naman to, no? We Filipinos are fan of family gatherings. Tama ba, my dear online learners? Family gatherings. Okay. Okay. Vina, Antoinette, Jan Kyle, Queenie, nakapag-family reunion na ba kayo before? Have you had your family reunions before or hindi pa? Let's try to see your, let's try to have a survey here. Nagka-family reunion na ba kayo before? So that I could know. Sabi ni Antoinette, yes, Tutor Ellie, oo naman po, sabi ni Frances. Okay. So, alam natin yan, Princess Frances. Princess Riza last year daw. Chris, Micaela, so last year, yes daw. So, alam naman natin, as Filipinos, we're fan of family gatherings. Especially, Christmas, it's Christmas, or New Year, or there's a relative has uh, celebrating his or her birthday. These are gatherings are great times to bond with our cousins and relatives. Imagine being in the middle of a family reunion with a table of staples, may mga pagkain such as spaghetti, pansit, lumpia. How about you online learners? Ano yung mga hinahanda nyo during family gathering? Gusto ko makita, gusto ko malaman kung meron, kung alam ko ba yon, kung masarap ba yon. I wanted to know ano yung mga handa nyo during family gatherings. Maybe those are native. I want to know something about your native delicacies. However, as we grow older, my dear online learners, we start to hear our relatives' unsolicited opinions. Ano kaya to, Tutor Ellie, mga unsolicited opinions na to ng ating mga relative when we um, encountered them during family reunion. Sabi dito, hi Sir Jester, hello. Yung ating tutor, original tutor ng English 9. Hello, tutor Jester. So yun, so, sabi nila it's gram, carbonara, spaghetti, Shanghai, tutor Ellie, adobo. Adobo. Salad cake, Shanghai cake. Nakakagutom naman. It's 3 in the afternoon. Bibingka po. Okay, so ayun, we start to hear our relatives unsolicited opinions. Okay, so identify what kind of Filipino trait during family reunion is manifested in the following statements or conversation, and justify, my dear online learners, if they are good or not. So for sure, ito yung mga bagay na naririnig natin during family reunion, and of course, for sure you will agree. The first one, okay. So, Tito Juan, madali lang kasi work ko. Di nagkita-kita sila during family reunion. Sabi ng tito na isa, your uncle. So, madali lang kasi work ko as secretary of the CEO. Kaka-promote ko lang last month. Then, here's your tito number 2, responding, oh really, I will be promoted also next week. Next week as head of the communication department of our company. We could buy another house. What Filipino trait or is demonstrated in this conversation? Tungkol kaya to saan? Tingnan natin yung we'll try to review our instruction. Okay? Napindot ko na tuloy. Yeah. Identify what kind of Filipino trait during family reunion is manifested in the following statements. Okay, what kind of Filipino trait during family reunion is manifested in the following statement, and justify if they are good or not. So sabi dito na nabigay ko na bragging about achievement. Do you think bragging about achievement is good or not? Yep, Shia and Michaela, the two titos or uncles talk about work. Okay. Ito naman, it's about work. Do you think bragging about achievements? Okay, ako, ganito ako. Secretary na ako, na-promote ako ngayon. Ako, ang galing ng dami ko ng awards ngayon. Do you think it's good or not? And what do you think the reasons are behind your answer? Hazel, achievement is good, Tutor Ellie. Achievement is good. Okay. Sabi naman ni Sherilyn, it's not. Sabi ni Martian, it's good. Michaela, it's good. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's good. With a question mark, Princess Elijah. Okay. John Kyle Brandes bragging about achievement. I think it's good. Good pero depende po sa tao. Tama naman. It depends on how those achievements were delivered, 'di ba? Kung ganito naman yung pakasabi, like Ermeline, let's say Ashley. Ashley, nagkita tayo family reunion. Madali lang yung work ko. Kaka-promote ko lang last month. Then sabi naman isa, talaga, ako nga, I will be promoted then next week as head of the, makakabili na kami ng bahay. Diba? It still depends on how it is delivered. So not good, it's good. And okay lang naman yun kasi family reunion daw. That's a blessing. Dapat thankful po. So it's okay ang bragging about achievements. And it would not be good kapag mayabang ka na talaga na gusto mo nakikipag-compete ka. Naririnig nyo ba to during family reunion? Yung ganitong klase ng usapan na parang nagyayabangan ng achievement? Naririnig nyo ba to during family reunions? I see. Okay. Okay. It's not good, Shooter Ellie, kapag nagyayabangan na. It's okay. As kung very humble naman, Shooter Ellie, why not? Okay lang naman yon kasi we're family. So yun, we have different perspective. How about ito? Ito yung pinaka, one of the famous statement of mga tita nating Marites every time we go to family reunion. For sure, narinig nyo na din to, dear online learners, kailan ka na mag-aasawa? Have you heard of this already? Kailan ka na mag-aasawa? Ay hindi nyo pa to narinig. Perhaps hindi sa inyo. It's not directed towards you because you're still so young. Pero for sure you have heard of this in your older relatives. Sabihin sila, oh, kailan ka na mag-aasawa, kailan ka na mag-aanak. Diba? Do you think it's good or not? And this is something to do about pressuring to get married at a certain age. Okay, it's okay ba to pressure someone to get married? Like, oh, mag-isawa ka na. We believe it's not. Okay, it's not good. Ano bang pakialam mo kung mag-aasawa ako or hindi? Hindi pwedeng ganun ha. Papakialaman natin yung buhay ng ibang tao. Not. That's not good. Okay? Tama. Okay? Not good po, tutor. Alright. So, we have the same answers. We agree at least common. How about this? Cousin 1, what's your course? The second cousin, it's education. Ha? Teacher, dapat nag-engineer ka na lang, sayang ka. Grabe, no? Parang they belittle the teaching profession as somewhat, they belittle the teaching profession. And they think that being an engineer or a doctor or, a pilot is better than a teacher. It's not good. Tama naman. It's not good. It's never good. And this has something to do about dictating how family members should live their lives. Okay? Oh, sabi ni Crystalline Acera, I think this is our hashtag for this afternoon pala desisyon. Mga pala desisyon. Hindi pwede mga ganon. It's not good na hindi lang kayo don't copy this kind of, Filipino trait that we are deciding on other people's life. Okay? Dapat hindi po yun pinapakialaman. Okay naman. Because alam nga naman, maybe it's not of your interest to be an engineer or to be a doctor or to be a lawyer. You wanted to be to be like us, teachers. And we are so proud that we are teachers. Napakalaki ng role na ginagampanan ng mga guro, especially right now. Okay? It's good. Okay, being a teacher. Okay, just to wrap up, not all the things we had grown up are right and proper. Tama ba yon? There are many things in our childhood, in our elementary days, in our high school days. We have a lot of things na kinalakihan natin, but not all of those are right and proper. Okay? Not all of those are right and proper. We just became used, the next ko, we became used to those that we think nothing is totally wrong about them. Nasanay lang tayo. Kaya tingin natin, tama lahat yon. Tama yung sabi ni mama, tama yung sabi ni uncle, tama yung sabi ni tito, ni tita, ni lola. Okay? It's normalized in our system. So we think that's nothing wrong about them. Pero hindi pala, no? Okay, we have to address toxic behaviors inside our family first. So sabi ko nga, as we evaluate yung mga magja-judge tayo, we provide judgments or conclusion sa ibang tao, pero first we have to fix first ourselves, our family first. Okay, we have to address those toxic behaviors inside our family. And we must stop upholding hurtful, toxic practices as simply part of the culture. Normal na kasi to, Tutor Ellie. Normal eh. Normal yun sa bahay namin. Sa amin sa bahay, sa Binibina, normal to sa bahay namin. Okay lang naman yan. Okay lang, hayaan na natin yan, siguro bibiro lang. Pero it's not. It's actually toxic. It's actually hurtful. Ano? And hindi to pwedeng maging part ng culture natin. Kasi sabi nga, there are a good culture and there is a bad culture. And if this happens, and if this particular activity or trait or characteristic is bad, then we should let go of it. Okay? We should let go of those bad habits. Okay? Doon tayo sa good culture. Okay? So, hindi bawal ang pala desisyon. Yan po. Okay. In evaluating our views, the critical evaluation of ideas and arguments and points of view is very, very important to be autonomous thinkers, as critical thinkers, independent thinkers. It is only through that we can distinguish among competing claims for truth and determine which arguments and points of views they can trust and those of which you should be skeptical. Sabi ko nga, we should not believe easily on things that are said by our parents or are said by our relatives or someone we know along the street. Dapat we have to be critical thinkers. Pag-isipan natin, logical ba to? Is this reasonable? Is this fair or unfair? Is good or not? Tingnan natin, research tayo sa internet if this is okay ba? Or hanap tayo ng someone o sa professional when it comes to that field. Ayun. We should be skeptical sa mga bagay-bagay. And this is our additional activity just to wrap up. Ano po? Okay. So, alam na natin to, my dear online learners, it has become a trend. In Facebook, nakita na natin to. The youngest daughter of the vice president posted the graduation picture on her social media account. Then a netizen, unsolicited advice and unsolicited opinion on Facebook, maraming ganyan. It does happen, especially if your posts are public or you're, an influencer or someone who's trending. Okay? A netizen strides a comment that generated a meme. Okay? So, sikat siya talagang na the internet uh, uh, has been the internet broke down because of this. Okay, and you have to evaluate the comment. This is your assignment. It could be either through a video or through a video or through an explanation, written explanation or statement or verbal. It's up to you. You have to be creative when it comes to that. So sabi doon sa comment, so yeah, I get it. Gagraduate ang anak. But the point is, need pa bang picturean? Need ba talagang picturean, Antoinette, kapag mag-graduation kayo? Or nung nag-graduate kayo ng grade 6 or someone you know, need ba yung picturean? Let's see your logical comments. Ano po? So, Shia, Vina, and the rest, Madeline, Riza, okay, need pa bang picturean? So, have to evaluate that comment if you think it's good or not. And what's your basis for that reason? Ano? So, I think this is this is a good, very relatable example kasi trending to sa ating sa Facebook, sa internet. So ayun, that's a wrap, my dear online learners. So we talk about evaluating views, the importance of it. We have cited some real life situations that we could apply about how apply our, critical thinking when it comes to evaluating situations or views of other people. So ayun, I hope you were able to learn a lot from our picture. Oh, ayun, yung assignment need yun picturean, that's final. Balik pala natin. Oh, yung assignment ay need nating picturean. Oo. So please evaluate the comment if you think it's good. Cite your reasons, your data. Oo. Sana it's logical, okay? And ayun, that's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching our online tutorial. This is English 9, quarter 4, week 4. And thank you very much. God bless and stay safe, my dear online learners. This is once again Tutor Ellie from SDO Kamsur. And by next week, kasama na natin si Tutor Joe. Alright? So, we will be waiting for your outputs to be submitted on our GC or to our messenger. Thank you very much and God bless.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag #ETUlayLevelUp. Huwag aalis ha dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!